All right, we're not dropping any packets. I'd say we're live.
We are
So,
live.
welcome to Done Deal.
Welcome to Dundee. Now, I have to get to the channel. For some reason, I'm not on the channel. Let me get over the VapeStrong. Jesus.
What? You've
What?
had half an hour.
I know, I know. I know. I was screaming at people. You
Uh,
weren't around for it.
no, I don't want to be around for that.
I was screaming at people, damn it.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, so welcome to Done Deal. VaporJoe's Live, where you get the latest in deals and steals on the VaporJoe's network.
indeed you do. And more. There's always value added. We
There's
never know
always
what the
value.
value will be until, we're
It's
into it,
always
but
value added when Tiger's here in the bikini top.
oh, okay, because that's likely to ever happen.
See, now it's happening with this channel too. I asked yesterday, before when we were on the Mon Envy channel, it said 605 people, and it just stood there. If I look at our viewer count right now, it goes from 73 to 21 to 50 to 74. It just keeps changing.
I cannot explain it.
It's really strange. Now it's steady at 74. It's just really, really strange. I don't know if it's a Vapors.tv thing. I don't know what it is, but
Mhm.
whatever. It is what it is.
Well, I'm just catching up in chat here. Sean Chai, starting your birthday with us. Well, happy birthday to you.
Yes, happy birthday.
Fun. We have a birthday party tonight. Down wow. Hey, girl. Corey Vapes. So, we got a nice full room. That's cool.
I wish I
And
could review, but we have a full room.
I'm kind of, I'm a little bit at a loss for those of you that were around for the Mod Envy show tonight, that found us for Mod Envy tonight. I'm still reeling. I found out, I think some of you knew before I did. I sat down at the computer, jumped in a Hangout and went, what the holy hell is going on? So, yeah, I'm still, my head's still spinning.
Well, it's somebody put in there, what a clusterfuck. It wasn't a clusterfuck. It actually went very well. We just went on our own channel. We're no longer part of Nova. I mean, that's just the way it is. We've cut the umbilical cord. We don't. I'm just not dealing with that anymore.
Another birthday to celebrate, Cody. There we go. There's one for you.
The hack finally got to you. No, it has nothing to do with any particular person.
Specific personalities now.
It's just that I've given my blood, sweat, and tears to Monad for Nova for a really long time, and I have to be honest, I just got sick of it. I sat there and took shit for Nova for a long time, and well, I'm just not going to do it anymore. And that's that. Enough of that shit.
And that's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody stop tripping with what's behind us. This is all behind us now. We got Done Deal going on right now. We have Mon Envy on its own channel. Um, so that's it, and that's the way it is, and let them have at it.
TVB NYC. I'm sorry we were unable to answer. The chat was so busy. The size of the new SX Mini is really more comparable. It's considerably larger than an iStick. It's going to be comparable to a ZNA, but the difference is the ZNA houses an 18500 as is. The SX Mini is going to house an 18650 as it is. And I don't know where Joe went, but he knows the way back, I hope. So yeah, the SX Mini is going
Sorry
to
about
be a good bit bigger than the iStick, but still really compact for what it is.
Yeah, I actually held the I've had the SX Mini in my hand. It's equivalent to the size of the ZNA with the 18500. It's actually a really, really nice mod if you can get your hands on it. So Tiger, no vape mail to report, I take it?
No, it was a very quiet week. A little bit of Christmas shopping showed up, but I won't bore you guys with that stuff. Plus, I think my son's still awake and listening anyway, so we can't go there.
Well, I got one. I basically got one piece of vape mail. I mean, where are you? Where are you? Here you
Building anticipation.
are. There we go. Finally got it. Here we go. I got the VaporShark RDNA 40. Um, Now, the only thing I could say really differently about this chip is that they made it kind of gimmicky. When you hit the button, all the numbers flicker now. They roll instead of it just going to the number. It rolls and makes it look like it's doing more than what it does. I'm not lying. I probably can't. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. Get to the Hangout and see if I can. I don't know if you can. Let me see if it can zoom in. Do you see it clearly, Tiger?
I actually can. I can make it bigger for the folks at home. There we go.
Can you see when I'm hitting the button? No, see when it gets.
It gets really bright when you do that more, and then it's harder to read.
Yeah. Well, what happens is all the like if you have a DNA 30 or DNA 20, it just shows you the numbers and then you hit the button and you fire. Now, all the numbers roll and make it look all like important. Like instead of it just going to like say I put it at like just say it says 2.6 ohms and at 15 watts it should be 5.7 volts, right? Instead of it just being static on the screen, all the lines roll to get to that number. Even though it means the same thing, it makes it look busy and important. But other than that, I see no difference. And it goes to 40 watts. Now, the mod, now don't get me wrong, the VaporShark mod, the new one, is a little beefier, a little heavier, a little bit more wonderful than the original VaporShark. I have the original VaporShark right here. Now, there are a few differences. Now, now if you look at this VaporShark, they've done a few things. One, if you see there's a center screw on this one, this is the 30. This one, the center screw is vanished. Well, why did they do that? Because so many people were putting the batteries in wrong that they were blowing the DNA chips. In the VaporSharks and in many DNA devices, if you put the battery in wrong, you blow the chip instantly. There's no coming back. Okay, so I think what they did is they stopped people from trying to get into the fucking mod. And then here you can barely see the logo. On here you can see the logo gray. But overall in heft, this is easily 1.5 times heavier than this one. I don't know what they did. I don't know if the materials are better, but it just feels so much nicer. Also, this is wireless charging. If you get the wireless charger from them, all you do is place it on top of the wireless charger and it will begin to charge.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's kind of like a cell phone.
Kind of like being able to vape a pass-through, but without a wire.
Well, yeah, kind of. But I just like the idea you just go and you start charging.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 103 in the room. Let's talk some deals, Tiger. What do you got for us?
Well, I've got some news first, and Big Bam probably already knows what I'm gonna say, and that is we're doing a bit of celebrating today, are we not, Joe? 44 million.
Yes, we have 44 million. Yes, we have 44 million hits on VaporJoe. So we took the day off today. So that's all good. Now, do we need to do something for 45 million? Like, 44 is kind of but 45.
Well, I don't know, Joe, because at the rate these are coming, maybe you want to just do something spectacular for 50.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I definitely am thinking so.
Yeah, they're asking already. No 50, and have you made any plans for 50? You better start, because it's going to come fast.
I know. These 50 will probably come in around late December, I'm assuming. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe some awesome... Because if I say something now, there'll be an awesome mod that comes in after that. You know what I mean?
TVB wants to know if we're going to do something special for 50 million. How about a vacation in Shenzhen?
You can't. There's no vacationing in China. We got a vacation like Hawaii would be awesome.
Oh, well, that was another one of the suggestions.
Yeah, Hawaii would be great. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Franco's got a point. If that's still 2 months or a month and a half away, you can probably celebrate 50K with a 500-watt mod.
Right.
They've got 6 weeks to do it.
So what do you got? What do you got for us, Tiger? Anything new and exciting?
All right. Well, I've got some interesting things to share. And I did want to start with actually, it's funny you asked the way you did, because new and interesting I've got. And let me bring up a new picture and drop a new link. I wanted to talk to you about some stuff that's going to be on the horizon real soon. These are making their way. They are available to vendors. Really, like we're right on the cusp of it, and you're going to start seeing these available to you. Yeah, Ego Mom is not the only one. I thought I was kind of slowing down with the tube mods, but you know I'm gonna need at least one of these. Too pretty. It looks like what they're doing. Definitely, it's inlaid shell in what appears to be a stainless steel tube, all polished, nice and smooth, and looks like uh, now I don't really know how to say it. It's spelt Paua, Paua, or something like that. It looks like that kind of shell. There's seems to be 4 colors and 4 designs available. Not much more is known. We can tell by looking at it. It's going to be a bottom fire. But I can hardly wait to see these. They're simply calling it the shell mod. That's all they're telling me when they sent me the pictures. And do check out the blog link for another picture. I don't know. I think these are gorgeous. I got really excited about these.
Now, what do they do though? Are they just a mechanical?
Yeah, it's this straight mechanical mod, and it does house an 18650.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're like a stained glass look to them.
Exactly. I like that so much. And that one with all the light blue, the great big windows. I think it's gonna have to happen.
Yeah, I really like them. I mean, I couldn't. I couldn't.
Sorry?
I said I couldn't vape.
Oh, come on. You're that
I'm not
secure.
secure in my masculinity.
Well, alrighty. So that was number one of the exciting things coming down the pike. Stay tuned, of course, to the blog because as soon as these are going to be available, I'm going to be all over it.
Yeah.
But for now, just letting you know, they're coming. And there was another pretty exciting release this week, and of course, Big Bam, you smelled it coming. The Provari P3 went live with its lovely and so overdue flush top cap. Love it. No more bevel that doesn't fit right with your atomizer. They've solved that. They've also done
Right.
something kind of cool with this. It's got something called P3 threading, okay? What that allows you to do is down the road, there will be more caps and devices available. Of course, you've got a 510 connector on here. There will be a P3 threaded add-on that'll give you an Ego connector. There will be P3 devices available to directly attach to the top. So, this is going to there's possibilities down the road with this puppy as well as what you get out of the box. Now we're up to 20 watts. Am I correct? I'm just struggling
Yes,
on the watt. There's been so many varied devices now.
Yes. Yes.
So, not a huge hitter in terms of what's available out there, but that's not what the Provari is about. The Provari is about quality, reliability, and when you get right down to it, they really are hitting most of the market with that 20 watts. There's a very small percentage of vapors when you get right down to it that are vaping above that. Um, you know, uh, Probably the majority are still vaping below 10. The Provari, you know, it may be targeted, but it's targeted to a huge part of the market, and what they do very, very well.
Yeah, and the funny thing is people are like, oh my God, who would buy a Pro Vari that's only 20 watts? Well, who the hell would buy a Pro Vari that's just variable voltage? Yet people buy them all the time. Why? Because they work. They're a. I mean, you could run these over with your car.
Hmm.
I mean, these things are epic, epic.
Drop it, pick it back up, and keep vaping while you check if you did any damage to the floor.
Exactly. I mean, I own 6 Pro Varies for a reason. Because
And you've got to understand, folks, a year ago, just as little as a year ago, Joe laughed about Provari. He didn't get it. He got one, and now he's got what, 6, 7?
yeah, I'm 6 now. I love these little things. I love them. I've been. I have. Where is it? Oh, she's being charged. It's right here. I've been using my hybrid for a very all day today. I just took the tank off it because the battery died. Um, a Pro Vari at 5.5 volts on with a Kanger Mega Tank. Fantastic.
So that was number 2 of the rollouts, and number 3. Just to get the link here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, we just gave one away actually on Mod Envy, so exciting. The SX Mini rollout. These are now available for order in the state from Vapro Supply for, eligible retailers. And they're going to come available to you really soon. Again, watch. We will let you know. The SX Mini, about the size of a ZNA, but houses an 18650 without the need for additional tubes or any parts sticking out. Capable now, and we're not sure if the newest ones are landing this way out of the box or if it's an upgrade you need to do, but either way, it's upgradable to 120 watts.
Yeah. And I help them, man. These things are great. They're wonderful. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to really sit and use it for a week or two.
Exactly. I'm pretty stoked to get one and put it through its paces. Abraham's really excited about them at Vapro Supply. He's so impressed with the quality, the function, everything about it. He says this thing is just all kinds of wins. So we'll let you know. Now,
Yeah.
Merrick, no question about it. If you're going to run that, if you're going to do something at 120 watts, you're talking about short battery life. I mean, there's no way around that. But let's face it, that's, not where people are typically going to be running this. It's capable of it.
Right. They're coming out with box mods that are like 260 watts. I mean, really? I mean, you could do it. Your car. Some cars can go to 200 miles an hour, but how often do you drive them that fast?
Exactly.
Most of us are comfortable between 20 and 50 watts. Most.
Merrick, it's a function of the chip and the way it works with the battery. Certainly, you want to use a battery that can handle the pull, but okay. Shot in the jaw is vaping at 150 right now.
You're fucking nuts. That's all I'm saying.
A little bit.
Well, more power to you if you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it's working for you. But that's just insanity. That's crazy. Now, what are you vaping at? Excuse me. What are you vaping at 160 watts? 150 watts. Okay. Nothing? Did you just
It's a
blow up?
secret. It's a secret. No, don't even joke about that.
There it is. Copper T8 with a plume veil 1.5. Okay. Well, that's a good setup.
Right on.
Somebody's like, wake up, Joe. Hey, it's almost 1:30 in the morning for me. Had a rough day.
Aw, Muffin. All right, well,
Did you just call me Muffin?
I did.
Thank you.
You like that? Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind for later. I'm a little flustered now trying to grab links and making a mess. All right, let's talk deals. before I go on a mental holiday here. Um, this is something cool. Now, this is something that we've been discussing, in fact, and lo and behold, guess what? Battery boxes. Now, these aren't just your little like carry two 18650s or maybe if you're really lucky those four cases that we've shown you in the past where you can carry four. This is
Right.
a mixed box. It's got spots for all kinds of different sizes. Your 18650s will fit. Of course, an 18500, 18350 will fit. Your 14500s will fit. I'm seeing slots that I think will easily house your 26650s. And the beauty of it is they're all in one place. Now, my idea with this right away is, well, sure, you're taking batteries with you, but I never remember what's charged and discharged. Well, you put in the charged ones upright and you put in the discharged ones downward, and then when you get home, you know what needs charging and what you can leave alone.
Right.
Now, some of the slots are long. You certainly wouldn't want things falling over and making contact certain ways. What I would do is also make sure you're carrying some boxes of extra heads for like your Aspires or, Kangertech aero tanks, things like that. You've got room for other supplies in here, and of course, a couple of wadded up J cloths or paper towels to just make sure that any batteries don't fall over, and they're handy to have in there too. You've got a whole little vape case here, and the handle is built in, so you don't have to worry about it falling open when you're carrying it. It is secured by mere fact that you're holding it. So, pretty cool. Right now, they have a 5% coupon good until November 29th. So be sure to take advantage. If there's anything in your wish list right now, you know how rarely a coupon code comes out for them. So
Yeah.
make good use of it during this month, November 29th. That expires. So go to town, site-wide, 5%. And all the
Now, people,
information is in the
I've
post.
heard some people say, complain about the 5%. I'm like, listen, they're so cheap already.
Yeah.
1% is good.
Exactly, exactly. The margins are so small there, which is why the prices are so good already. So getting an additional 5%, hey, it's just gravy.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the way I look at it.
Alrighty. Well, what you got for us tonight, Joe?
Oh, I got lots of stuff. Let's check it out. Well, I'm going past. I'm doing a few things. With the Pro Berry, which I did. Just looking for something that's international. Yeah, here we go. This is actually something a little different. It's a legit.
Hmm.
It's a company called VaporDNA. We've talked about VaporDNA many a times.
Right on.
Uh, Here you go. It's on side chat. There we go. It's the tugboat mod. Well, what is the tugboat mod? Well, this is um, a legit mechanical, built and designed here in the United States by the makers of the tugboat. And now they're making they made a mod. It's only $94.99. Now it sounds expensive, but for now this isn't a legit made, a Pinoy legit. This is an American-made legit mod for under $100 plus you get free shipping, plus you get free juice. I think it's a great deal. And this is a new trend I'm starting to see where American mod makers are going, I can't sell my tubes anymore for $300. Let's make them reasonable. Let's drop them below $100, which I think it's great. The big bamboo was asking if his link is wrong. No, his link is right. Big Bad Moon, you're using the correct site. I was using the backup site. They both go to the same deal. I have the VaporJoes.com/blog, and then I also have the blog. Anyway, so for under $100, I think it's a great deal. I'm loving the white too.
Hmm.
Now, I think the white is smart. I haven't seen a white mod, that looks nice. I mean, they're out there. So I'm assuming that's an anodized white.
I'm not sure what the finish is, Joe. But I agree.
It's
The
an
white is
aluminum.
actually very elegant.
I know it's an aluminum design, so I'm assuming that would have to be anodization, right? Or can white be anodized?
Um,
Can you anodize with white?
these are all questions I am not qualified to answer, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I've never seen. I don't know. Does anybody in the room know if you can make white an anodization? Nobody.
Powder coat shot in the jaw is saying.
But do you powder coat aluminum? I thought powder coat was from like steel. Oh, whatever. I like the design. I also like the vents on the bottom, the way they did it, like that bottom button. Now, don't forget, this isn't a 510 device. This is a hybrid device. It's much like a 4.9, where the 510 connection doesn't exist. You just screw your Addy down, and the battery comes and hits your bottom post directly, so it makes it into a hybrid.
Yeah.
So that is another big bonus for this.
Now, of course, very effective, and lots, not much places for you to lose voltage, and I hesitate to say that because there's so much more going on there, but you get what I'm saying.
Right.
You do want to make sure, however, you're using an atomizer where the positive pin does extend farther down than the surrounding threaded metal that is, in fact, your negative contact, because you don't want both your negative and positive on the atomizer touching the positive of your battery. So,
Right.
these are very, very clever, but I would not suggest this for someone brand new to mechanicals or something, unless they're, willing to learn what needs to be learned and, use it with great caution at first.
Right.
Not to put anybody off it. This is just a device. You want to know what you're doing with.
Exactly.
All
And it
right.
matches, and matches. Like if you have a tugboat, I mean, it's meant. I
Yeah,
mean, you could put any device, any Addy on this, but it is meant to really pair up beautifully.
made to complement, absolutely. Alrighty.
So what else you got, Tiger? Hmm?
What else I got? I am just queuing up the next link, Joe. And this one's pretty. I got my eye on this. Now, we've seen other versions of this actually cheaper than what I'm about to show you. But wait, 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 wait. That's not the whole story, okay? This is the Lancia style dripper. Absolutely beautiful with all the detailing in it. Now, this one comes as a box set. You're going to get O-rings, all kinds of extra stuff, okay? The usual stuff, pre-coiled wicks, all that. But you're also going to get not only the beautifully detailed metal, and I want to say tank because of the glass and acrylic, but it's not really a tank, it's a cap section, okay? You're going to get the beautiful engraved metal one. You're also going to get a glass tank section and an acrylic tank section. So you got 3 cap sections really with this atomizer to choose from, and of course you always use the beautifully engraved top cap to finish it off. So 1276, and free shipping on that.
Yeah,
So,
really, I like. For some reason, I've seen clear Addies before. For some reason, I really like this.
I was never excited at first. They brought out the cloudy PMMA caps and some of the plastic caps for some of the atomizers, and truthfully, my opinion was it looks cheap. When I saw this with the glass setup, though, it was like, ooh, nice. So yeah. Kitchen sink, yes, free shipping to Canada. Now, there is a very, very nominal little upcharge if you want tracking. I always recommend that. It's worth the tiny little upcharge, and
It's like 80 cents or whatever.
yeah, yeah, it ranges, but it's worth it. Then you know where your stuff is, and there's a tracking number. I like that. That's peace of mind for me. It also amuses me as I watch my packages move across continents.
She's weird like that.
Yeah, I'm weird like that. My
Tracking
saddest
options.
day is when I get up and you cross off what showed up in the mail, or well, you delete them. I've got a tracking app for my phone always on here, and you clear them all off, and then all of a sudden it's like, there's nothing in my tracking. There's nothing incoming. There's nothing to track. It's a sad day for Tiger. So
Yeah, I could. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that. No vape mail is a sad day.
yeah, exactly. And no tracking means no incoming vape mail. So, but
Now, let me ask you: do you have to pay for tracking, like for Canada? Do you have to pay for tracking, even though you spend like just say I buy a $50 box? Do you still have to pay the upcharge for the tracking?
I'm not sure how it works as the prices go higher. I think what it boils down to is their free shipping option is the cheapest option available. The tracking has never been more than like I think $1.10 for me.
Hmm.
Always worth it. I throw it on everything I order. So
Okay.
yeah. Um, so next up, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go from rebuilding and sub-ohm and all this kind of stuff and RBAs and RDAs. And let's talk a little bit about something everybody can use. And that is a 1600 mAh twist style-ish sort of ego style sort of battery.
Okay.
You know, like I don't even know what to call these things anymore. They're all iterations of each other. What we're looking at is a variable voltage stick battery, but I'll tell you what's special about this one. We've seen it 100 times. I know. 1600 mAh, so lots of capacity there. So that's kind of a nice thing. Now this one has, you'll notice the way the bottom's formed. I remember the first twist batteries, they were miserable and you couldn't see the markings and they were hard to turn. They've made this so easy. They're thinking of, people with, mobility issues in the hands and stuff like this. You can use a coin to adjust this. It's got the slots in the bottom or just your fingers, whatever's going to work for you. Very clear markings so you know where you are, between 3.2 and 4.8 volts.
Okay.
And standard, button, 5-click on-off protection. But here's what's special. USB charging. Oh, wait, we've seen USB chargeable Ego style stick batteries before, you say. Not in the side. The beauty of this is I am sick. Okay, there's two things I'm sick to death of about stick batteries. First one is taking the atomizer off to charge it because you can only charge through the 510. Problem solved. We've got USB. But then the USB is always in the bottom of these, so you can't put it in a stand. And if you've got something on it that likes to be upright as opposed to laying down and possibly leaking, you know what I'm talking about. You want to stand that puppy up. You can't. Now you can. This one will go in a stand. Your USB is way up high on the side. You just plug it in, set it aside. You're good to go. I love the idea of that. That is so much smarter to me. Also smarter to be able to use as a pass-through because you can stick it in a little stand on your desk with just a little cord coming out the side. So I love these. And for under 14 bucks, goodbye. So.
I wish all Ego batteries did it that way. Like, you could screw
Exactly.
in, strange. It's almost foreign now. Like, did you, it's like, did a Martian come down and make me, vape? Would you have to screw the top in on a USB? I mean, that's so strange. Now with the micro USB, I think everybody should just do it that way. It's just so much better.
Now, TVB NYC, no, of course it won't stand on its own. I'm not talking about balancing your battery and praying it stays there with the cord in it. I'm talking about if you've got a little stand like I have right here. This one will hold 3 Ego pens, okay? So 3 stick batteries. Now, I can easily stick that in there and let it charge, but it's upright. So. Hey, Vape and Chevy.
Alrighty, whitey.
Alrighty. So, okay, MUV or Move, whatever they are, the Move battery. Move along. All right.
Joe, are you going to talk about what I just tweeted? Yes, that'll be my next thing.
All right. Let's do it.
Well, no, you have one more deal you got to do. It's always two for you.
All right. Let me see what else. Uh-oh.
Always two for Tiger.
I don't know what I did here. Big Bam got the link. I did something terribly, terribly, all kinds of wrong here.
Are you naked?
No, definitely not that. Just trying to get my bearings here because I've got links and pictures all over the place. I wanted to show you this one that came out this week, all copper. This is the Buster styled mod. Okay, now you get the tubes necessary here to house either an 18500 or an 18650. Again, like the tugboat mod that Joe was just talking about with us, this one has a hybrid cap. So once again, caution and knowledge, but certainly nothing to be afraid of. I just want you to be aware of the concerns so that you can handle it accordingly, okay?
Right.
But this is going to be a hard hitter. We're talking lots of copper material, which we know is very, very conductive. And getting rid of that extra connections in a 510 connector and turning your atomizer into a hybrid with this top. Makes for a sleek setup. And the bottom button on this is kind of special. It is a bottom recessed button. There is no locking function because, of course, it won't fire sitting on a desk or anything like that. It won't accidentally fire. But they have beveled the edge of the tube where the switch meets it. So
Right.
it's such an easy fire. This one really, really is just begging to be patinaed as far as I'm concerned. The copper and, the beautiful things. If you're on Facebook and remotely interested in changing up some of your mods, you need to get in the patina group. And you know what? I'm going to grab you guys a link to that because it is just eye candy. I just drool every time I'm in there and every time somebody, posts something and ends up on my news feed. Just so pretty. And this, for those of you who are a little bit, there we go. There's the patina group right there. You guys can run on over and join. This one is just begging to have that done to it. It's, all copper, such simple lines, not a lot of little mechanics to get around. And the way the switch is formed, you can continue it all the way, do it all over, or just do that center piece and leave your ends copper. I don't know, the possibilities are endless. And of course, the 5% coupon applies. So usually 23.47 until November 29th with coupon code 2230.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I really do love this group. They got some sexy stuff going on.
Oh, I know. I just keep wanting to send blank mods to various members because, I have so little time and so little means to get my hands on some of these chemicals that they're using. Although some of the things are so simple. It's stuff you have around the house. So, if you're in the same boat, you don't want to mess with chemicals. Get in there, check it out. They're using like stuff like mustard. I mean, clean out the fridge and you'll be amazed what you can do to a mod. So, there you go.
Okay, now I can do my. All right, now I can do my deal.
All right, now you do your deal.
Okay, so Fastech, I don't know if this is today or they just came out with this, but they just dropped the new 50 watts. I call it a 50 watt in aluminum box. It's like the 30 watts in an aluminum box, but have you the Hana clones, channel clones, whatever you call it. But now they got the 50 watt. They dropped it by $10. $10. So it's
Yeah.
$45.87 for the 50 watt version of the channel box.
I'm gonna get you a picture. There we go. There it is. The 50 watt. And these are available in 5 colors, are they not, Joe?
Yeah, it's funny. What I tried to do is if you search for it through the thing, it only comes up with the black. Now you can go in the drop down and change the color if you want. They have all different ones too. They have the mini, they have the regular size, they have the 30. They have all different ones. I'm seeing 55 on their site, Joe. No, if you click the link that I put on, I believe it should be 40. Yeah, 45.87. If you go to my deal on my page and click the link where, you'll see it comes to 45.87. Special link.
I muted myself to sneeze so I wouldn't hurt you guys' eardrums, and then I forgot, and I'm just chattering away. La, da, da. Yeah. Use his link, and then you'll get to the 50 watts. Because if you're at a different price, you're at a different. There are different versions on there, so.
Yeah, this is called the value one. I don't know what the value one means. Maybe it comes like it comes in a shitty box and they can drop it by no, a few bucks. Now, yes, if you use coupon code XMIS14, you will get 5% off of this total. So get over there. If you want a 50 watt box mod, you get under $1 watt.
Yeah. And in this climate, that is a really good buy. And I've been very happy with my Clover. Now adding the 50 watts. It's an excellent buy for more power. It's an easy recommend for me.
More
There
power.
was some trouble, and I'll be honest, because there's always somebody that's going to complain, oh, those were no good. No, there was some problems with the first batch. No bones about it. They seem to have
Uh-huh.
addressed it. There,
Yep.
so I wouldn't worry about it. Alrighty.
No, Tiger, I have to go get a drink. I'm so thirsty. I will be right back.
All right, I'm gonna move on to the next deal because I almost overlooked this, you guys. I almost overlooked this. Let me show you. Okay, we will bring up. Okay, there's the Buster again. Let me show you what I want to talk about next. Aero tanks. Okay, your Aero tank megas. I did not bring one to my desk. Shame on me. But I did order some of the colored glass tanks for them. I'm so pleased. They look great. They fit very, very nicely. And so, I'd already talked about them when these came out this week. I was like, yeah, okay, I've been there, done that, whatever, bought the t-shirt. And then I looked closer. This is a great deal, folks. This is the way to go. If you're not sure what color you wanted, or you've got a bunch of mega tanks, you want to do them all up like I'm doing, um, you're getting 14 tanks, okay? 2 of each color, 7 colors. And the really nice little part is they're going to pack all that in a protective hard shell box for you that you can use for all kinds of vape stuff once it arrives, and don't keep the tanks in it. So at $7.75 now after coupon until November 29th, even at $8.16, this is a heck of a buy. At $7.75, it's a no-brainer. So there you go. Also, just a really fabulous little Christmas gift for the folks you know. Oh, and thanks, Big Bam. I did post the link to the chat and I didn't hit enter. So thank you, Big Bam, yeah, collect the whole set. That's right. Now you got all the colors. And I can tell you for certain the red and blue look amazing. I've got their black glass on Nautilus Mini, looks great. So there you go. I'm not sure what you mean, Big Bam. I'm really not. um, oh yeah, that's lined up. That's in the lineup. That's coming. But while we wait for Joe, I'll forge ahead because, okay, this is all well and good, mega, Aero Tank Megas, whatever, but I prefer Nautilus Mini, you say. Well, no problem. I got something to show you too. Let me show you. How's that? Pretty enough? Um, those are available now at just over $8. With the coupon, it brings them down to 808 from 850. Even 850 is a great price. I love the look of these. To me, I know it's like 3, but there's 6 spokes. It reminds me of a snowflake. It really does. And of course, we're just coming into that season, so it's like, oh, the winter vape, yay. Awfully pretty. And a good way to protect your mini Nautilus too, because those glass tanks, I love glass. I use it in everything. Anything that can have a glass tank, that's what I'm running on it. Love them, love them, love them. This is my Nautilus Mini with the blue tank, of course, glass. But I'll admit, there's times when something a little more protective is smart. This has tipped over on my desk thanks to little people shaking it, and when it hits, I've checked for cracks a few times, so it can happen. It is a tank, Scuba Dan. Yeah, and I keep saying tank cover. I'm referring to the metal, but absolutely correct in your assessment. It is actually a replacement tank. The inside tank is polycarb, so be careful about some of your juice crackers. You might not want to put cinnamon or banana in here, or really strong citrus. But for an awfully large range of juices, just a beautiful tank option. Alrighty. And Big Bam.
I am back. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. That's okay.
Now, now, Tiger doesn't have to feel.
Oh, we were talking about replacement tanks. The,
I was looking at those.
Joe,
I
did
think
you
they're really
see
nice.
this deal? Really, you missed it. We talked about it while you were gone, but I mean, I've just got to brag to you for a second. I almost overlooked this because I'd already run the Aero Tank Mega tank. But when I saw what was going on here, they're giving you 14. 14. And now with the coupon code it's 775. And you get the little protective hard shell case.
Buy it.
It's a hell of a deal. So yeah, I can't get over it.
Yeah, buy that shit.
I needed more airtime anyway. Or not.
I'm gonna buy it.
I was gonna send you one.
I won't buy one then. I hate these. I will never buy one of these. They're terrible. Don't buy them.
Because it's got green. I bought some of the glass tanks. I said I'd send him some. Did you get green? No, I don't like green. So there you go. Now you can have green.
Yeah. I love me some green. See? Little Cloud for 30-watt box mod right there. In green. There's always something green around. I love the metallic greens.
The green Provari they came out with, that emerald green Provari, that was the only green mod that I'd ever really got excited about.
All right, so you ready for something?
Yes, we are. So okay, surprise us. Shock.
All right, so on Tuesday, about 5 days ago, I unleashed a rollout on a new mod that's coming. It is called the Joy for Life 260. This is a 260 watt box mod.
That's
260.
Ridiculous.
A quarter of a kilowatt. Okay? A quarter of a kilowatt. Now, what is a kilowatt? A kilowatt of energy is equivalent to 1.36 horsepower. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Well, if you put 4 of these mods together, well, no, actually, you don't even have to do 4. If you did 3 of these mods, it would be equivalent, power-wise, of a fucking thoroughbred. Of a horse. Well, 1 horsepower means the power of a horse. 1 horse. Okay? So, this fucking 3 of these mods put together is equal to the power of a fucking stallion.
Yeah. So does it come with a branch trimmer attachment? And
I mean, it's insanity. I mean, where we're going. I mean, these are vaporizers, people. This isn't a car. This isn't a fucking lawnmower. This isn't a 2-stroke engine. This is a mod. So technically, this is like, all right. So 3 together is equivalent to like a stallion. 1 is like it's worth like a pony. Like this, it's like a Shetland. It's the power of a Shetland pony right now.
Now, Franco actually nails it on the head. Thank you. Franco776 says, but Joe, won't people with 260 watts be able to handle coils at 1.5 and up? I mean, with that kind of power, you don't need to sub-ohm anymore. You nailed it. That's where they're going.
Yeah, but you don't need 260 watts to do 1.5.
No, you don't. But it does let you do extreme things. It lets you get that heat, that intensity off of a simpler build, a less, let's say it, dangerous build,
right.
And but lets you emulate that kind of vape in what is theoretically a safer scenario. So right. That's exactly what they're striving.
Right. Now the mod itself isn't very attractive, but I'm more about the chipset. I mean, that chipset can just go in any mod. So for the mod being ugly, that's fine, but that chip can come out and go in a wonderfully beautiful box mod or what have you. So I'm liking the way it's not like I think anybody here needs 250 watts. I think nobody needs 250 watts, but I think the higher it goes, it's just awesome. It's like a car that does 400 miles an hour with a jetpack on it. Like, does anybody really need to do that? No, but it's still kind of awesome to see it fire. Like if somebody.
I'm sorry, Joe. I just love Chunk's, addition to it. What he's saying, nails it. No latency to get the coils hot. But I gotta say, we're talking about a really laid-back guy who wears like several different onesies, Ninja Turtle onesies on a show, and then he comes out with this science stuff. There's less latency. It's lush.
It's lush.
I love Chunk.
Yeah, this is the latest and greatest. And the funny thing is we had China pushing out 250, 260 watts, and here we are, whack, whack, America, 40 watts. Like really? Like, like, oh, it blows my mind. We need some American mod makers, or no, not mod makers. We need some more American chip makers. I mean, Evolve is cool; they do what they do, but we need somebody who wants to push the boundaries, like something like a dominant chip maker. Call it like vape dominance or something. Something that's like, yeah, we have the 400-watt chip, bitch. How's that, China?
Yeah, that's right, Thumper. I remember how excited people were about the MVP and being able to charge their phone from their vape. Now imagine when you can jumpstart your car.
It's like, my mod's so powerful it fucking uses gasoline to start. And the funny thing is, if you want to laugh, let's go back in time for just a moment. I'm gonna.
All right.
Just give me a second. It's gonna take me a few seconds to get this. But I have to do this. Just give me one
He's building anticipation. We need
No,
a drum roll.
What I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna have to go into the guts of my blog to do this. Give me one second. Sorry, guys. I didn't expect to talk about this, but I'm gonna.
I
Here we go.
know Bluetooth and the MP3 players. Too cool, right? I'm a gadget person.
Okay. 3 days. All right. A year and 3 days ago. Okay. No, I'm sorry. A year and 16 days ago. I posted, and you want to laugh? I posted this a year. Come on, really? Come on. I posted this a year. Sorry, guys. I posted this a year and 16 days ago.
Teasing us.
This was, I broke this story a year ago on the DNA 30. Okay, I was at VaporCon a year ago and 16 days. And I broke the story of the DNA 30. Nobody believed me. Everybody thought I was lying. Okay? So, 1 year to go to the day almost.
And
okay?
look where we are now.
And look where we are now. Okay? Look where we are now. 206. Somebody says you can't see it. Click the damn link. It's incredible how far we've come in just a year.
Oh yeah, Scuba Dan, the flashlights are old news already. They've come out with a whole series, different lumen ratings and all kinds of stuff, a range of prices of 510 flashlight heads. I got a couple. They're cool. And
Right.
It really does make it pretty easy to say you're importing or exporting a flashlight. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that'll all be the ultimate defense against. Oh, you can't ship. That's oh no, that's a flashlight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
510 taser attachment. That'd be cool. Hey, try this. Oh, you're best.
Oh, that sounds fun. I need one of those.
That'd be funny as hell. Like the taser, like it looks like a mod and attachment, and as you put it to your lips, it tases you, and you get knocked the fuck out.
Coil builders, I wasn't going to bring that up, but you are welcome to if you want to share that in the room. Joe might get a real kick out of that.
Yes, show us.
See, the pressure's on now. Now you have to share. There you go. There you go, Joe. Are those going to be on VaporJoe's original Deals and Steals blog?
Oh, these have been around for a while. It's a vibrator attachment for like an Ego battery.
Well, we were relieved last night. Coil Builders shared that link with us. We were relieved to discover it was made of silicone because, you know how absent-minded vapors can be. They'll try and vape something without putting the cap on it even. We don't want anybody chipping a tooth.
Well, yeah, you don't want anybody chipping a vagina.
Oh no, I'm talking when you forget and try to vape it.
Oh, my bad. But when you actually use it, you don't want anybody chipping a vagina.
All kinds of wrong.
Alrighty then, back to deal.
Yeah, how do you get back from that? It's just dead silence. All right, let's do Teal. Wow, wow. All right, Big Bam was asking about this one, so let's talk about it. This is the limo or lemo. I'm not sure. I just read these things. I don't know how they're said. I think it's the limo. It's a K-Fun-esque, and I think I made up a word when I printed this, but it's a K-Fun-esque atomizer in that it works with gravity. It's got the tank and the coil. Your rebuild is in the bottom portion of the atomizer, long chimney up to the drip tip. Now, this is one of the prettier, sleeker iterations of a K-Fun style I've seen. I like how this is designed, and there's some simplicity in it as well. The K-Fun's a lot of parts. Looks like they've pared it down to fewer, and that is a glass tank. Oh, it's so about time, because that is one of my complaints about my K-Funs. I've gotten kind of fond of them. It took a while, but I always like the Russian better, or the Fogger better, because your Fogger has your glass tank. This might be where uh, they really shine here, because they've got the glass tank, but in a more K-Fun style, more so than the Fogger.
Right.
So, available in stainless steel or black. This is the legit version. Okay, well, legit. I mean, it's made by I Smoke It E-Leaf, but available now for less than $32, shipped from the USA. This is Vapor DNA again that we talked about earlier. Real nice outfit. They've got a nice mix of stock in that you can get legit, like high-end, top dollar stuff, but they've also got a lot of great finds. You got to poke around here a little bit, folks. There's a lot of great stuff on site, much more reasonable stuff. If you're not in the, if your budget isn't high end, check them out anyway, because you might be able to pick up some real good deals here and there like this for much more reasonable dollar.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Vapor DNA. They have everything over there.
Yeah,
They have,
nice selection. Uh, a Big Bam, I haven't had a chance. That's one I want to try. I skipped the original Squape, but I'm curious about the V2. Oh, and you're really impressed with it, I take it. So you're just feeding that fire now. Oh, and Sean Chai too. All right, you guys. All right. I'll have to add one to cart, I guess.
oh, you're gonna get that vibrator?
We're talking about Squape, Joe. Are you are
No.
you are you Christmas shopping in another window or something?
Well,
Last night that came up in chat, and one of our viewers said, "Oh, it's perfect," regarding what you were just talking about. "Oh, it's perfect. It'll fit in my purse," and they were corrected that the purse wasn't where it was supposed to fit.
well, some people call it a purse.
I was unaware of this, blissfully so. I could have remained so. All right. What else you got for us, Joe?
I have a really awesome 100-watt box mod at G-Press. Now
Oh,
we're
that sounds
talking
like a good
50
thing.
watts or 45, but if you want to spend a little bit more, you go to the link I just put in the room, the Sigeli 100-watt box mod, for just 76.98. This is from 101 Vape. Now, if you go to the website, you'll see it says $89, but when you put it in your cart, there's a $13 auto discount.
Oh, that is a great buy, Joe.
Right. So you get it both black and silver. He only charges, well, if you're in the United States, he only charges $3 shipping. I don't know what the Canada shipping is.
Last I checked, it was $8.99 for shipping to Canada, which Canadians know is very reasonable. Even domestically, we'll pay as much as 10 or 17, depending how far it needs to go. So yeah, $8.99 is a very Canada friendly.
Right. So if you were looking to get into a triple-digit watt box mod, I don't think you're going to find one cheaper than this. It's a good deal. It's a good price. Like at 100 watts, down to about in America $79 with shipping with the shipping cost. So we're going to be looking at about 85 for Canada. But great deal. He asked me. He's like, I need to price this to buy. Because Sigeli might be coming out with 150 watts, and there's other 150 watts, but it's a 100-watt box mod. Most of you will never go near that wattage.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you guys were looking for something in triple digits, this is the best you're going to get for the price.
Yeah, that's a stellar deal. All right, well, I don't know. Maybe it was because we had so little vape mail to talk about, and we didn't really
Are
do
you
a
finished
news
already?
segment at the beginning. I swear, we've just been so efficient. I am at the end of my list, and I had a sizable list tonight. So,
I'm at the end of mine.
you want to do questions? Do you
No,
want to
I
work
got
for
some
the
other
nice people
deals.
at home? Oh, okay.
I got some other deals. Hey, all right. There we go. I got some other deals.
I wasn't going to mention the Thin Man, but if you want to talk about it, Big Bam, I would talk about it for you.
I would talk about it.
Hey, Big Bam's like part of the crew practically at this point. Uh, let's see if I can find it. I think I can find it. I think we have the technology. Oh, Franco has a good question.
What's up?
Wanting to know, and specifically what your take on head shops and e-liquids combined at expos.
I'm sorry. What was that? You cut out a
Head
little bit.
shops and e-liquid combined at expos. Mixing
Um,
420 with vaping.
I'm against it. I think they don't need to be mixed.
And Joe and I have been very vocal about that in the past. Oops, what am I doing? I'm doing crazy things here. We've been very clear on our position, and certainly we haven't made any statement about our feelings about the whole 420 crowd or what's going on there. That's irrelevant. All our statement is that 420 is one thing, vaping's one thing. Never the two shall meet. We're talking about two separate issues. They need to be treated that way. There you
Right.
go.
You don't need one stigma getting pushed onto. Like you just don't need more fuel for the assholes.
And Merrick, you're absolutely correct. It's up to the guys that run the show. That's just our opinions. So, the Thin Man. Back to that. We're kind of like bunny trailing all over the place. You were looking for something too, but Big Bam brought up the Thin Man, so sure we'll talk about it. 150 watts. Everything we talked about tonight. It's like big wattage, right? 150 in here, and you're paying roughly $1 a watt. Really, it was 126 bucks, and available in the silver or black. Um, it's the SX330 chip. This is an upgraded version of it. Now they've worked very, very closely with Yeehai. Yeehai?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confusing myself. I talked about too many things tonight, looked at too many things. So yeah, this is the upgraded SX330 chip, letting you do the 150 watts. I love the design of this. I love and this is what I'm saying. Imagine this, cutting corners never looked so good. I love what they did with this over the design of the suitcase. Um, with the beveled edges, the little bit of silver showing. It's so elegant and kind of a neat looking mod, I thought.
Yeah. I like it. They have strange names though, like the Lesser Man. Yeah, they have odd names, but it's by Project Subone,
Yeah,
and
in
it's just got a nice
cooperation with.
it's got a nice thing going. I like it. So back to that vibrator. No,
Alrighty.
I'm just I'm looking for. Oh, here I got another. Deal.
All right.
For those of you who are looking for a wonderful tube mod,
Hey, Sawhill's in the room. Welcome, Saw.
I call this Taste the Rainbow because they're such a beautiful range of colors. This is the FU Hatton. For those of you who don't know what the FU Hatton is, it stands for "Fuck You Manhattan," basically, because there was a lot of controversy between for the Manhattan clone, so they just made an FU Hatton with a middle finger, and etc. This one is coming in a multitude of colors. I'm assuming these are anodized aluminum. Wonderful, wonderful bottom button. Cheap price. These come from the United States. This is an Fast Tech deal. This is from 101 Vape. $23.99. And I'm loving the way the green looks. And I actually love the way the purple looks too. Like I said, great price at $23.99.
Yeah, absolutely. And from in the States as well. So, you're not talking about a long wait for shipping. So
Right.
thank you, Valkyrie and Big Bam.
Now, let me see if there's just anything else out there.
And damn it, Janet has let you know that they are in fact anodized aluminum except for the white. The white has to be a painted finish.
No, I don't know if I talked about this last week. I think I might have. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna bring it up again. It's called the Munstro. Side chat here. Now, what's cool about this mechanical is it has pants. They're calling them shirts, but they're really pants. This particular mod is $26.57. It's got a skeleton that's copper, but then you can change the pants on it to give it a different look. You got 4 different types. You got two 18650, two 18500s. And you can give it its own look and feel whenever you like. And all those tubes are included, which I think are cool. The whole set is only $26. It's kind of it's kind of Poldiac-esque, I guess is the word, because the Poldiac. This is what the Poldiac did, right?
Poldiac or Changeling. I would probably more liken this to the Changeling because of the design of the mod, but they're all using that idea that the Poldiac popularized, and that is using a decorative sleeve over the actual substance of the mod. And what I like about this set as well is not only do you get all the choices of the colors, it gives you some options for battery size as well, because you can run this 18500 or 18650 with the different sleeves.
Right. I just think it's cool. Anything that comes with various little accessories, especially tube shirts and pants, I just thought they're cool because you don't have to use the same mod every day. Technically, 4 days out of the week you can have a different mod. I like that. I think it's cool. For $26, it's good.
Now, Star has a question, Joe. He's wondering, he said you told him about the Atlantis and made him buy one. Oh, Joe, you're so mean. Do you know where one can get the 18650 tube mod of the Atlantis?
It's called the Aspire. Hold on. I just saw this. Aspire 40M. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's an Aspire 40. Where's that?
Thanks, TVB. You have a good night.
I just saw the damn thing too, which is driving me crazy. Hold on.
Yes, Bonnie, Atlantis. It is the latest offering coming out from Aspire, a newly styled atomizer to add to their line. They're very successful Nautilus and Mini Nautilus. This is the latest, and apparently there is a mod for it as well.
There is, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell I saw that thing. I mean, I can do it right now. I'm going to have to find this for you. It's called, the name of the mod itself is called, get it right so I don't screw it up.
Oh, right on, Albie. Yeah, I'm hearing great things about the e-grip all over the place.
Okay, it's called the, come on. Here we go. It's called the Aspire CF Sub. Okay? Now, basically what this is, it has a 2400 mAh built-in battery. It has a max output of 4.2 volts, but it can do as high as 40 amps. And that's pretty crazy. And there's a guy here, there's actually a YouTube review. This guy's got 20,000 hits on his review, so it's obviously very popular. Here. This is a link to the review of the guy who's actually using the Aspire Atlantis and the battery.
Okay.
So if you guys want to check that out and see what it's all about. All of them are still on back order, so yeah,
Thanks
that's it.
for the link, Big Bam.
And it comes in this tube. I like that tube. I think it's kind of cool. Now, the mod itself doesn't look so pretty. Don't get me wrong.
Well, CF is for carbon fiber, so the body of the mod is a carbon fiber design.
Right. Goes, like I said, basically it's a large ego twist 40 amp. You know, it's a 40 amp ego twist. I don't know how fat that thing is. Like, we could get that and it'd just be an ego battery, which would be crazy.
I very much doubt it. It looks like we're looking at something pretty close to 22 millimeters there.
But the bottom looks like it's a twist.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You still could. There's no reason you can't have a twist bottom on a larger device.
Or it could be one of those voltage selectables where you hit the button 3 times and changes the voltage.
Mm.
What they should have done is, instead of doing it voltage and wattage, they should have just let all the battery power dump to the top and let it go through the coil.
Now,
kind of like a mechanical.
Saw is asking how you charge it. Saw, I wondered too, and at this point, I'm afraid they're using the 510 connection. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You can plug that bitch into an ego connector. Oh, there it is. Somebody just said, oh, there it is. Oh, horrible. Oh. It's kind of funny though.
An 18650, damn it, Janet. So you can just drop it out by the bottom cap then? Okay, well that I could live with.
Oh, okay. So we have exactly 15 minutes left. Anybody else?
Oh, wait a minute. They're saying there's two versions of this. One of them is a non-replaceable internal battery and it works as a pass-through. And the other one is you drop the battery, I guess. Okay, well that's interesting. That gives options. You see, I think charging that way is so kludgy, but for someone who doesn't want the expensive batteries and a charger right out of the gate, hey, there you go. That's kind of smart.
Well, no, I think you guys are confusing batteries. They have one called a CF, and then they have one called the CF Sub-Ohm. The CF is it's a regular ego battery with carbon fiber. It looks like a regular ego battery with carbon fiber on it.
So that'll be the built-in.
Correct. The CF Sub-Ohm, the CF Sub-Ohm says it has a 2400 mAh battery. But I'm not seeing, what I'm seeing is if I go on their page, there's a CF and there's a CF Sub-Ohm.
Okay. And now Saw is saying no. Valkyrie is right.
Oh, because I'm on the Aspire USA page. It's showing me the Atlantis, and I go down, and I see something called the CF, which looks like the CF sub-ohm, but it just says CF on it, which I'm assuming is just a normal battery. And then I go to the CF sub-ohm.
Well, we've got the CF right here. Let's see. Big Bam has given me another link for the sub-ohm. Let me see what that does for us.
Can somebody show me a link where I can go and see both?
Just change the link that he just dropped in, change the 5 to a 4, and you'll see the other one. I'm going back and forth between them on the screen right now. The only difference I can really see is the printing on the tube.
No, because like I said, this one's called the CF. This isn't the sub-ohm version.
And we've got both on screen right now. We've got the sub version, and here is the regular.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody said they make two different versions of the sub-ohm. They only make one version.
Two different versions of the CF.
Oh, well, yeah,
Okay.
okay.
You with us?
I thought everybody was saying there was two different versions of the sub-ohm where you could drop a battery in or use the battery pad. My bad.
Alrighty.
Just blame Tiger.
He always does. You guys might as well.
Yeah, just blame Tiger. It's easy.
TygerJoe, you ever hear of Clearstream from Jack Vapor in the UK? Invisible exhale. Sounds like it's going to be very high PG juice.
Yep, sorry, I haven't. But high PG doesn't bother me. I don't mind high PG or high PG.
Oh, I do.
I'll vape almost anything as long as it tastes okay. He's a Jersey boy though, like that.
I like that.
Oh, what am I vaping? I'm vaping on banana hammock. Tiger, would you like a banana hammock?
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Do you know when the Aspire temperature control heads are coming out, Joe?
No. That I do not.
Okay.
I know what I'm ordering for Tiger for Christmas.
Alrighty.
Please, when will it end? It'll never end. It's always going to change. Every 2 weeks, there's going to be something new. You know, I was going to rant and rave about this on Mod Envy, but I didn't. I didn't because other things happened. But
you got sidetracked off your rant.
Yeah, I did. And I was going to make a prediction on Mod Envy. I was going to say that in the next year, a solid 20% of brick and mortars and online vendors are going to go out of business. And the reason why I said that is it has nothing to do with that vaping not being popular. The problem is supply is so much higher than demand. Like, vaping continuously grows every day, but every new vapor becomes a vendor. Every new vapor becomes a juice maker. Every new vapor starts a vaping show. Every new vapor does. And what happens is it's just, you have one awesome lemonade stand, and then you have 2 and 3, and then all of a sudden you go down the road and there's 547 lemonade stands. 545 of them are going to close because they don't. You know what I mean? It's overdone. Our industry is so fucking overdone. It is ridiculous.
And excuse me, IR Jimothy, you have an excellent point. A lot don't know how to run business, and they're starting for the right reasons. They're starting because they have a passion about something. It works so well for them, and they want to share it with everybody. The motivation is golden, but to run a business, you need to run a business. It's not just a labor of love. So, for those with a business background or willing to, learn the lessons fast, there are opportunities out there. But if entrepreneurship isn't your bent, there might be a better fit.
And the same goes for networks and hosts. When I started vaping, and then actually, when ModNB started, there were 6 networks. Okay? Now there's about 700 networks. It's like
Give or
everything.
take a few.
Now they'll come out. Now the average vaping network, a vaping host will go, "I'm here to help the community. I'm here to help vapors quit smoking. I'm doing a good thing."
Hmm.
And I look at the ones that say that and I say, "No, you're not," because and I'm not saying any particular host, but let's face it, 70% of the hosts that are out there, they're terrible. They just sit there and vape and ask you what you're vaping on.
Well, Joe, there is a question of fit as well. Every host has their following, big or small. They're reaching some people, but yeah, there's
But my point is they're doing a bad thing. And what do I mean by a bad thing? Because you're taking that viewer away from somebody that knows what they're doing. Meaning, if you're sitting there just vaping, going, "So, what you vaping on?" Yeah, I replaced my door today in my house. Whatever. They could be watching somebody that gives them way more information, and they don't know about them because somehow they got to you, and now you're making them fall asleep.
well,
So
big bam, and I'm not taking away from Joe's point. He does have a point, and he knows I agree with him. I'm just trying to be gentle and soften it. It's my way.
yeah, I mean they all do good works, but I think that what these networks need to do, like Earl's Network 2, and Earl's Network 3 need to come together and start Big Earl's Network. Like you need to take some of these like at least 50% of the networks could come together in some form or another and make a bigger network. Rather than just have one network that has 4 shows on it, another network that has 2 shows on it, another network that has 5 shows on it. Bring them all together.
Well, that is a lovely utopian little thought there, Joe, but you're forgetting why there's so many in the first place. It's because too many just can't get along and everybody needs to do their own thing. Whoa. What did I miss? I'm catching up in chat now. They're waiting to see Joe at 4:30 a.m. in his underwear vaping on camera.
No, you don't want that.
you,
No,
you don't want to hold your breath waiting for that. That's just my only advice.
you definitely don't want that. Oh, so any other questions out there?
Alrighty. Franco. Well, I hope that it didn't happen here tonight. Damn well. What damn new mod do you want to know about? Oh, you can't remember the name of it. Okay. Well, I can't help you then. We talked about a bunch of new ones. We didn't hit it?
Yeah, we talked about fun.
Bonnie, what about the Nemesis? Are you talking? No. Okay. Hmm. Nice, IR Jimothy. Loving the T8. I'm hearing that all over the place too. Apparently that T8 is good stuff. And more love for the Scoip Reloaded. Okay, all right, already. I'll put one in my cart.
Yeah, get it. You should buy that.
And then I'll never have time to rebuild it. It'll be another one of those beautiful atomizers that shows up and sits for 6 weeks before I build it. Yes, Sean Shy, I have seen the Freak Show RDA. Yeah, they've built they've done a number of things with that one. You're saying it's their answer to the Magma, but I'm seeing details from a bunch of them. It's kind of a hybrid. Alrighty, damn well. You let me know.
Damn well. Never hear damn well. Give a shit.
N103EW. Any thoughts on the MXJO batteries? Too soon. We haven't had a chance to really run them through their paces, so I don't have anything to say yet. We'll watch for details to come out. Son of Sam, depends on the cheese. I'm assuming.
Well, that was odd.
Okay, Vape and Chevy, they're a rewrap, and he says they're awesome. Do you know what they're a rewrap of?
No. All right, I'm just looking at a Facebook group or something that somebody's putting. No, just look at this picture. I'm gonna put this in the mail. Somebody tell me, would you buy a battery that said this on it?
Sorry, Joe, can barely hear you.
You can't hear me?
Well, when you get a little closer, yeah.
Oh, I'm putting this in the room. Check out this battery and look at the name.
I can't load that link right now, Joe.
Oh, well, anybody in there can. Well, I don't know how to get it to you. It just says blow on it.
Oh, okay.
And they're batteries. They're sub batteries.
Well, I hope they don't live up to the name.
Kind of funny. It's a competition, Bluff.
Alrighty. Well, we are 1 minute past the bottom of the hour. If did you have anything else you wanted to share, Joe, at this time?
No, I'm pretty good. No, I'm good.
You're pretty good?
Yep. I'm just going to put you in a private hangout. How about these blow batteries?
Damn Wow says that Lucidius Rage had lots of nice things to say about you today.
Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, I'm thinking that's a wrap then.
Yes, it is. And we'll see you next week here on VapeStrong for the next week. We will be posting the deals and steals and having a good time. So
having a good time posting deals, in fact. So, alrighty. Well, thanks for being with us tonight, you guys, and you have a great week. Watch the blogs for more announcements about some of the stuff we said is coming, and we'll see you next week. Okay. Joe's not going to say it. Good night. Vape on,
Oh, I'm
VapeStrong.
sorry. I thought I did see Vape on VapeStrong. I forget about